We cannot live in a no man's land. We have to live in a land where we are all bound by laws and regulations. We feel the president must take action and a very firm action against both the general and Mr. Kimunya, Honorable Kimunya.
Mutudho is aggrieved by the minister's failure to comply with a court order reinstating the sacked Kenya Airports Authority workers and the Director of National Security Intelligence for persistently disobeying parliamentary committees on defense and foreign relations whenever called upon to shed more light on issues of national importance that became subject to interrogation.
Article 125 of the current constitution equates summoned by the parliamentary committee or the parliament itself to that of the High Court. Therefore, in belief, General Gichangi ignored a High Court order summoned by a High Court. Under this constitution, therefore, General Gichangi has shown a very bad example. Number two is Honorable Amos Kimunya. For whatever he believes he is, court orders are supposed to be obeyed. When a minister refuses to obey a court order and continues to see the workers from Kenya Authority suffering, then we leave ourselves into a very bad situation.
The legislator argues that as persons of repute, the two senior government officials needed to have acted with decorum so as to serve as examples to their juniors. Mutudho, who did not mince his words, took the government to account as he accused it of double standards in failing to honor financial obligations, citing the case of the National Cereals and Produce Board that is faced with auction over a 900 million debt.
Again, this is a case of a government that cannot honor agreements, that cannot respond to matters before court, that cannot competently defend itself, that cannot do anything other than defiance in fighting out the auctioneers. This is a government that needs to be put on check. We cannot sit there and watch all those assets of National Cereals and Produce Board auctioned on 19th.
Meanwhile, the Gatanga Member of Parliament has asked Kenyans to go for leaders with development agenda rather than electing politicians whose motives are pegged on dividing Kenyans by preaching ethnicity.
Tribalism have no place and will have no place in modern Kenya. And no amount of cajoling Kenyans into tribal organization will endear Kenya or Kenyans to move forward. I think we have to accept that Kenya belongs to the younger generation and that they are not tribalized. In any case, where has tribalism taken Kenya into?
He has insisted that he will fight out for presidency, noting that Kenyans have become of age and are capable of making sound political judgments in determining their rightful leader.
Happened in 2007, and I think it's important for Kenyans to look forward to discuss issues that will help them rather than discuss communities where they come from. So I want to appeal to all right-thinking Kenyans to focus on issues, especially development issues, that will help Kenya move forward, rather than tribal groupings that have no agenda to offer to a majority of Kenyans.
He urged political party leaders to make sure their parties are accredited by complying fully with the Political Parties Act. Grace Mtango, GBS News.